بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على خير الرسل محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Dear believers, I give you salams again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. And ask Allah to guide the tongue of the Khatib and heart of the Khatib, and also the minds and hearts and souls of those attending the Jumah prayer. We would like to just give this time a title, and the title of this particular khutbah is hitting on the importance of the parent. The importance of parents and the importance of parenting. And this all that is being said at any Jumah prayer, any educational process, occasion, a session, a lesson, a class in Islam, is for the promotion or the production of what is missing in this society. For the most part, for the greater part of this society, civilized life and civilization, as we understand it on a practical level, civilized means an environment that's inhabited by people that got sense. That's what that means. Basic definition. A geography, a city, town, state, country, whatever. To be classified as a civilized society, those people that inhabit that society must have common sense to begin with. And I would say, even before that, of course, have a high regard for the creator of the life, and that is Allah, by whatever names that people call the creator by. We say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Allah, that Allah is the Khaliqu kulli shay'in, everything that we see. So brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Quran, in this beginning of this ayat, and I'll make reference so you can go back if you like and read it slowly, because it gives directives in a very, well, it's open, but it's kind of subtle if a person doesn't really have his mind or her mind on really settling down and looking at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. You know, if a person is just reading the Quran, just going, turning pages, sometimes we do that. But when you really want to study, the Quran, we don't go fast like that. We take our time and look at each word that's in the ayat, and we take our time and remember what was said before that ayat and what is being said after that ayat, and following that sequence so that we can get a mental picture of what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually saying here. So this particular ayat, the beginning of it says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ. And most of you who speak Arabic, I know you just having fun with this Arabic. I know you born with Arabic tongue. That's okay. We catching up with you guys though. We on our way, inshallah. Make some dua, inshallah. That this Quran has been around for all these years, which is the orientation. The Quran is the orientation for civilized life. That's what the Quran is. Because if the Quran was not necessary, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would have stopped when he revealed the Injil ala qalb the Rasul Isa alayhi salam. He would have never sent another revelation if it was enough. So Allah himself saw the need. You see? He saw the need. Yes, he sent the Torah. Yes, he sent the Injil. Yeah, he sent all of them. Are those from Allah? Yes. In their original form? Yes. And you know that. But human beings tend to wrestle and twist information until it's shaped into the form based upon the conditions that they want to produce. So the Quran is a blueprint for anyone who believes in Allah in the last day and anyone who wants to exist in a civilized society. Is this making sense what I'm saying? Anyone who wants to be in a civilized society, then the Quran is there as the kalam of Allah. So Allah is speaking in the Quran to the inhabitants, to the human beings. Allah is speaking. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving the blueprint for a civilized life. So here, kind of like, you would think it's not subtle, but it's in a sense unrecognized immediately. But what Allah is giving in this ayah, and many other ayahs, you know that, the beautiful Quran, He's giving the directives on how to create or manifest in your own self a civilized state of conditions. And Allah says, وَعَبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. So the first premise in this ayah is worship Allah first, people. And you want to be civilized in a civilized society? American society. You really want a truly civilized society? You have to recognize the cause that brought you here. So Allah is the causer of what is manifested in the world, in the life. So there's a source. The source is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So therefore Allah, the causer of everything and all life and creation, and He's saying, وَعَبُدُوا اللَّهِ, worship Allah. That starts the germination for the correct niyyah, as was mentioned in the Sacred Knowledge Thursday last night by Sheikh Ibrahim. Hamza gave a good presentation. So he said, Allah is saying, worship Allah. Clear your head. You see that? Clear your head, clear your mind, clear your heart. Don't let anything be on your heart, on your soul, and on your mind more than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This clears the base. I don't know how many of you ever played baseball. I played a little baseball before. You ever play baseball? You know, some of y'all are soccer fans, but I understand. In order for the pitcher to see the plate, the umpire has to go and sweep the plate off. So the plate for us, the beginning, that we must see this as a base for our life. La ilaha illallah. Do you see that? Can I see that in myself? Is the base clean? La ilaha illallah. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Is there anything else on that base? If it is, it's shirk. You see that? If there's anything else, if there's a spot on that base, it's shirk. Your focus is on the base and something else. You say, well, no, Imam, I just worship Allah. Okay, all right. But is it anything else on that base? Ah, subhanallah. Sabar. Be patient, observe it, see what's going on with it. Is it clean? The niyyah, is it good? La ilaha illallah. So Allah is saying, وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا. And do not, it says, worship Allah and do not ascribe anything, associate anything with that base belief. This is from the mouth of Allah. This is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In any way besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bihi shay'in. Shay'an means anything. Shay'an. Nothing. Don't associate anything with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh, but Imam, you're getting it twisted. You see, you're a new Muslim and you don't really understand the Arabic like we do. All I got to do is study it like we did, and your ancestors did, and my ancestors did. All I got to do is study it and look at it and see what the shuyukh said, especially what Rasulullah ﷺ said and the Sahaba said. What did they say? What did their students say? What did the students of the students say? I come up with the same answer. And that is, do not associate anything or anyone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khalas. I'm finished with the first part of the khutbah. May Allah accept the first part of the khutbah, this first khutbah. And may Allah accept the niyyah of the khatib. And may He accept the attendance and the good niyyah, alhamdulillah, of those who are attending this Jumah. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum. والصلاة والسلام على خير المرسلين محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And worship Allah alone and do not ascribe any divinity of any way, in any way, associating it with Him. And do good to your parents. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. The first rule based upon this particular ayat for civilization, for civilized life, and the initiation and the continuation of civilized living, is that you respect those, or that window, the window in which you came through. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Respect the doorway in which you came through it. Respect mama. Respect daddy. And you know why I said mama first, right? I know you know why I said mama first. Because all hadith and different things like that reflect that. Respect mama, mama, mama. And respect daddy. First for civilization. And do good to them. And the reason why, and I'm not criticizing, but I'm making this observation, and it's easy for you to see this observation, that the world is in pitiful shape for the most part. You have good things happening in the United States of America. It's the richest country, the most powerful country in the world. Yes, we have all of that. Alhamdulillah, that's good. But power does not get you into the Jannah. Power does not get a person into Jannah, and fulus or nuqud, I mentioned this last week, it will not get a person into Jannah. You want to know, we want to know what will get us into Jannah? Follow this design. Follow this design. This design, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, will get us into the place where we ultimately want to be. And that is qareeb lillah, close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi Jannah. Respect your parents. The children must be taught to respect the parents. And the parents must know their role as a parent. One sheikh, because the children disrespected some of the members of the Masjid at that time. I was somewhere else. I'm a troubleshooter. I go to different places, and well, I do what Allah got me doing. And one of the Imams, he said, I think that the children think that the only purpose of the parent is to pay rent. So they can come in and do what they want to, go in the kitchen, go in the wallet of the father. Dad, I need $50. Dad, I need, Mama, I need you to sew this. I need you to buy me this. They just paying rent. So where's my bed? Oh yeah, over there. Did you make up my bed this morning, Mama? No. It's not like so. The idea was that this whole idea for parents in this society is to pay rent. No. The approach to parents by the children has been misunderstood, and the responsibility of the parents has been misunderstood. That's why Revelation came. That's why Revelation comes. That's why it is important for us to know what Allah has said about these different responsibilities, other subjects as well. The importance of the Quran in the Arabic language, the meaning of adab and its proper application, the importance of nikah, marriage, and its role in solidifying a society, a community, a Jumah, and the importance of that, the moral excellence that must be obtained by any individual that is part of a family must be understood. So the first thing, as was mentioned too last night, is the niyyah. What are your intentions as a Muslim brother? I tell you what, Imam, I want to get rich. That's going to secure me. My bank account is what's going to take me where I need to go. Okay, all right. Go to all those doors, open all those doors with your big bank account, but you won't be able to open that door on the other side just because you have money. You say, well, why won't this door open? Jannah. Al-Babu Jannah, the door of Jannah. Why won't this door open? Because you did something in the world to get that money that was un-Islamic. You see how the door locks now? The door is locked. He's trying to get into the Jannah because he accumulated wealth in this world in methods that were unbecoming of a good Muslim, the door of Jannah may be locked. I know it's scary. This should scare some of us. The way you change your life. We all have to look at our lives and put our life on the scales of reality. Am I following this? Do I really love Allah? Do I really follow Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Am I really taking what the Imam, the Shuyukh, all of these people that are in this world that are teaching this Quran and this Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, am I really taking all of that to heart, or am I just listening? You know, as the time is kind of tight, I hope the Imam don't talk long today. If that's what's on your mind, you're not in the khutbah, you're outside of the khutbah looking at the masjid. So the family is the basis for any civilized society. So now, take the time and say, okay, let me see what is the condition of my own niyyah as a father, as a husband, as a brother. What is my niyyah in this world? Okay, so what is my niyyah in this world? And so how do I want this? So Allah is giving us the guidelines with all of these different aspects, and he's starting at the first base. The first base, parents, according to this revelation. I love this revelation because it draws a picture of how the route that the life is supposed to take. The route is this route. The route of the word of God, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Parents, number one on the list. So you can easily understand number two, right? What's closest to your parents? Your relatives, their relatives, the ones that's close to them. You see that? Why would a person go to someone in Toronto and befriend them more than they try to make the attempt to befriend their own relatives? That's backwards. So here's the route. Mama and daddy, be good to them. Next of kin, be good to them. Look what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says next. And you know it by heart. Give it to me in Arabic. No, that's okay. This is Jumah. It says, وَالْيَتَامَ يَتَامَ, those who are orphans. It goes from next of kin to the orphans. Why? Because the part of the wisdom is that the orphans never had a parent. Or they were in a condition where they don't have parents now. You understand what I'm saying? So the logic is, give them a chance. For somebody to befriend them, to be friends to them, to tell them, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Don't worry about this and don't worry about that. Just do this. Stay on the path. The needy. See? It didn't leave the parent, next of kin, orphans, the rich man. Be good to the rich man. It didn't say that. It followed the logic. The logic was that whoever is in a state or condition that needs attention, the needy, the miskin, the orphan, and then it's come back to the neighbor. See, the neighbor could have been after the next of kin, couldn't it? But not in this revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It went directly to the orphan and the miskin, the poor. Then come back to your neighbor. You see that? So people, brothers and sisters, we have not been people who have had this. We just got it a few years ago. We just got this Quran a few years ago. But by virtue of what's in this Quran, brothers and sisters, those who have had the Quran for 1440 years, many of them have been disrespected because they take this kind of stand with the Quran. I want to stand with the Quran. And then their peers and their kindred and their relatives and other people in government and other places around the world, they say, no, we don't need to pay that much attention to the orphan. We don't need to balance this thing off. It's not important. All of us, that includes you, all of us, listen to this. I'm just making a plain statement. You have a good chance. No, I don't want to leave myself out. We have a good chance to go to heaven. Did you hear that? We have a good chance to go to heaven. How, Imam? By following what came from heaven. You see? We have a good chance to go to heaven by following what came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, that's deep, isn't it? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to go to hell. You don't either, do you? Nobody came to the door and said, I'm going to see if your man going to say, I want to go, give me some stories so I can go to hell. That's not what I'm looking at. I hope if you came in here for that, you got to go to that other place. Take care of yourself, brothers and sisters. Observe the condition of your soul. Change your mind and your habit if you have to. Pick your soul up and set it again on the Sirat al-Mustaqim. To see that you feel comfortable that this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm living my life. I want to live my life like this. This is how I follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is how he executed life in Mecca, yes, but more intrinsically, more definitely, more clearly in Medina al-Munawwara, because it gave him an opportunity to set up civilization. Yeah, he set up civilization. And the civilization that he set up in Medina, especially and Mecca, yes, the whole world has been copying off of that civilization as far as I can remember. But they won't tell it. They won't say that they were copying. They won't say that they were borrowing. Yes, it all belongs to the world. The reason why Allah gave the revelation is because in Rasulullah, because Huwa Rahmatul Alameen, he's a mercy to the whole world. All of the systems of knowledge, all of humanity, he's a mercy to all of them. But what about these people over here, those people over there? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a Rahmatul Alameen, a mercy to all of the worlds. So two things for time's sake. And I'm kind of changing the pattern right quick, but I need you as a request to watch these two things. And that is this whole idea of fear. Because that's what is being used now. People playing on your fear. You should take the position of Muhammad. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We follow Muhammad. Yes? Yes, Imam. Don't fear the criticism of the criticizers. It's a whole ayat that talks about this, right? Why are you so afraid of what people are saying about you when you know that you are a good person? You know you're a good person, and you know you've been striving fi sabilillah in the path of Allah as long as you have known it. You know it. No, you haven't been an angel. We haven't been angels. No, you haven't been an angel. But you've been striving. And when someone says something, you lower your head like it's an embarrassment. That's how you really are. That's not you. That's not you. The picture that they're drawing about the Muslims and this and Muslim and that, you already know it. So why people have been saying it so much, people who know that they're good people by nature, they've been striving to do good, they begin to accept what the criticizers are saying. I'm not going to accept that. I know I am a servant of God. Do you understand? I know, and that's the position you have to take. I know I am a servant of God, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I know I follow Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as best I can. As a brother, as a Muslim brother, as a Muslim sister. I know that I love Allah and I love this lifestyle. So don't be afraid of poverty. This is one. Poverty. People who come to America from different countries, you think that you got to commit sins to make money? When did that change in Islam? When did that change? The Rasulullah never committed a sin to make money. You know why people do that? They fear poverty. Well, let me give you a short story. Every baby that comes here poor. Poor. You hear me, right? Naked as a jaybird. Ain't got nothing. Poor. By virtue of wealth and poverty. Did Allah look after that baby? How did he look after that baby? Mama and daddy was there. Or the guardian was there to look after. The environment was set. It was set for the winter. Even though they had little. You hear that? To enjoy food together in the evening like we enjoy food at the iftar during the month of Ramadan. Those iftars are so good. I miss them. SubhanAllah, alhamdulillah. I know you miss them too. I miss them. Why? Because we saw the family of mankind, human beings, coming together at the Jumah, at the Masjid, praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Jumah. So the Friday Jumah is a signal. It's an ayah. The Friday Jumah is an ayah. The two is ayahs. The iftars, ayahs. What are the ayahs of? Yawmul Akhirah, the life after. No break between the happiness. No break between the Jama'ah, the unity, and the hub, the love of the social fabric, the environment, the Jama'ah, and the people that are happy to see each other. No break in Jannah. Allahu Akbar wa lillahi alhamd. Be kind to your parents, brothers and sisters. If you have not talked to them, if they have not passed away, if they've passed away, make dua for them. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Call them. Spend time with them. Tell them you love them. The same way with the boys, young boys that are here today and girls that are here today. Look, your parents, they sacrifice for you to have those nice suits on, 3-piece suits. For you to have food every day. Now you don't miss a day having food. Sometimes you have food, you don't even need it. You eat, you don't even need it. You're not even hungry, they give you food. They give you food. Thank Allah for your parents. And thank Allah for this Jama'ah, this ummah. This is Muhammad's ummah. Be thankful to Allah that you're part of this ummah. Whole nother subject, whole nother pearl of concepts that we spend time with, that we could spend time with. We'll stop the khutbah there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَعَبُدُ اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. And worship Allah alone and do not ascribe any divinity in any way with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and do good to your parents. They are the source from which the babies came. رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا وَهَبْ لَنَا مِن لَّدُنكَ رَحْمَةً إِنَّكَ أَنتَ الْوَهَّابُ رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ لَا إِلَٰهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَحْدَهُ لَا شَرِيكَ لَهُ لَهُ الْمُلْكُ وَلَهُ الْحَمْدُ وَهُوَ عَلَىٰ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. قامت الصلاة. Please stand for salah. Please make sure your lines are straight. يذكر الله